Good evening, everyone. I need to get a few things ready. Then we'll get to this lovely text adventure. Uh, but seriously, though, I need to grab snacks and drinks first, so see you all back in a few. Well, this feels like the most fitting Snapchat filter. Well, since this is a text adventure, I'll actually mostly be having the screen on because this one needs immersion. Warrants it anyway. Let's see what we can do here. It's happening. It was then that I opened my notebook my mother had given me. She said she found it while cleaning out the closet. Crumbling and covered with dust, it turned out to be a diary of my long-lost grandfather. Do you still remember how we first met? And all of our adventures since? It all seems like such a dream nowadays. You were a piece of a star that fell from the sky. Whenever I want to return to those days long gone, I close my eyes and whisper your name into the evening sky. Kid. 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 Alright, we'll be getting right to that. By get most of the things ready. Right. Everything fits here. Let's try and get started. Oh, one thing I should do is to be double sure YouTube is working actually. So I kept the same settings as yesterday, so this should really work since this is a bleeding text adventure. Now let's... Hey, New Valium. I've done the Neo Metropolis gear for this one. Oh, sorry, 1 second. I need to report a few things on the YouTube stream, because of course I do. Because of course there's weird comments. Which is membership. No. Yes. There it is. That... Okay. It is synced and started. Excellent. All right. Now to settle the text speed. We only get le normal or le fast, because le slow is le pieux. Et le pieux. Can't you argue with the translators there? Let's go for le fast. This will be slow anyway if I'm reading it out. Makes perfect sense. Really? Should. Boy, did her information help. I thought the perimeter's counterspell would be quite a problem. Its brain sways gently from side to side in the cool nighttime breeze. So far, we've managed to slip through the magical shield network undetected and sneak into Links's domain. Still, this inner region can make for some pretty rough travel. Kid, Magil, and I comprise this party of 3. It's been something like 3 years since Kid and I met. Back then I was a drifter, wandering wherever my music led me. During my stay in the remote town of Regiora, I ended up running into a girl who later joined me, leading to the beginning of all this. Oh no. That girl was Kid. Kid is a thief, of course. Not even 17. Already she's widely renowned as a top professional. To make matters worse, she's cute, devilishly stylish, and has a sparkling personality. And boy can she cook, if you ask her about it. Well, to be completely honest, she has her share of problems as well. She likes to think of herself as a kind of Robin Hood, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, but that's just not the case. At times her sharp tongue can get the best of her, viciously lashing out at anyone who stands in her way. She exaggerates every other word, and sometimes lies outright. And as for listening to other people, well, forget about it. When it comes to money, well, I've never met anyone greedy in my life. Her relentless pursuit of wealth is ironic, considering she's a nomad like me. Makes you wonder what the feeding kids are. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on her. She has her good points too. She can really shine sometimes when she wants to. Glancing back over my shoulder, I notice a silhouette silently emerge from the grove. Magil. This associate of kids is known to use only as Magil of the Shadows. He's known to us only as Magil of the Shadows. I know next to nothing about him, except for the fact that he's somehow new kid before I came into the picture. Ouch. High-class magician of some sort, he looks to be about 30. He usually keeps himself, though. The top half of his face is covered with a mask at all times. I've never seen what he really looks like. At times, it seems as though I'm hanging around someone from another world. Traveling with this pack is definitely an interesting experience. Kid's quiet about her past too, but it's like I know her entire life story compared to how little I know about Nigel. From time to time, I find myself wondering who he is, where he came from, and so on. I'd ask Kid, but I get the impression she knows as little about him as I do. You might be wondering, how did I end up where I am now? There's a lot of reasons, I suppose. I guess you could say that life doesn't always go how you plan it. And suddenly, Kid comes to an abrupt stop. Seems someone wants to say hello. Out of a nearby thicket, two shimmering eyes catch my attention. Whatever it is, it's staring at me silently. After a few moments, a few more pairs of eyes appear. They seem to be surveying the area. Ooh. A deep feline growl breaks the uncomfortable silence, and I realize we're being hunted by a pack of feral cats. Hang on, my darlings. I feel that ambience needs a bit of a boost. A deep feline growl breaks the uncomfortable silence, and I realize we're being hunted by a pack of feral cats. A few figures slowly approach from behind the trees. I look behind me, only to see that they've already encircled us. Ah. Okay. There, that was my bad. Okay. It would be sad to be missing out on all the ambience noise. A few more slowly creep in, now totaling about 10 an hour. Chills run down my spine. In a daze, I clumsily unsheathe my knife, grasping it tightly as I bite my lip. Kid stands ready with an air of composure. Careful, mate. These burgers are probably rabid. The growling increases, now a constant rumble all around us. Their yellow eyes shimmer like jack-o'-lanterns, while saliva drips from their snarling jaws. The middle one's stomach gurgles as its eyes widen, fixed directly on me. Looks like we ain't getting out of this one without a fight. What will we do? Oh no. Come on, let's go. Isn't it a fact giving an awesome kick to one of the beasts? Oh yeah, it's time, it's perfect. A painful howl fills the air, adding to the already heated commotion. The cat crouches, readying itself for a pounce. With its claws extended, it suddenly leaps towards me. I instantly dive out of the way. The razor-sharp claws miss my chest. It still managed to tear a painful scratch into my side. Damn it! In my teeth, I regain my focus. Yes, the doing was proper. I slash viciously at a nearby cat. Startled, it leaps back with incredible reflexes. I stay my ground, not getting any closer to the beast. Hearing a howl, I know I've hit my mark. Licking its wound, the animal recovers after a moment of pain. I ready my knife, waiting for my next chance to attack. Serg, behind ya! I turn around to see that I am now face to face with a pair of those ravenous yellow eyes. There's no time! I duck as the cat lunges and snaps at me. I smell the odor of the cat's breath as it passes overhead. Just as I think it's past me, I feel its back claws dig into my back. Nah, nasty cat. Screaming out of the way, I manage to shove my knife upwards, planting it deep within the animal's belly. The sound of death can be heard as the cat falls to the ground before me, barely moving. Almost delirious, I lose my balance and fall to my knees. Rolling over, I manage to shake off the confusion before any of the other cats can get any closer to me. I take a deep breath and try to tighten my grip on my knife, now slippery with sweat. Then, out of nowhere, it flashes across my field of vision, landing a direct hit onto the cat beside me. It screeches in pain as it pins it to the ground, stomping and kicking it with all her rage. Without a moment's delay, she boosts her animal up underneath its jaw. It moves no more. All of a sudden, the crazy atmosphere gives way to a war cry behind me. I whip out to see Magil's inferno spell, setting a cat's head ablaze. It jumps me, screeching and howling in madness before running away wildly. Confusion. It runs directly into a tree and knocks itself out cold. Oh no, poor cat! Well, they attacked first! Look around and see that only one of the pack hasn't been taken care of yet. Kid and I start to close in on the beast it bolts, fearing for its life. Well, that was some workout, eh, mate? This kid, coming towards me as she tends to her arm. I take a deep breath as I look around, trying not to step on too many of the bodies. I'll admit I was a little worried back there at times, but nothing too serious happened. It seems we're playing as Serg. Serge. I'm gonna pronounce him Serge unless someone can tell me how to pronounce his dang name. So, take note of the ambience. That's Norman, so I did some of the best work in this. Try talking to Magil, despite knowing how he'll react. Are you alright? An expressionless face, he looks down at me blankly. You need not worry about me. Wow, the affection is just overflowing from that guy. However, I probably shouldn't start complaining now. We've still got a long way to go. We haven't even set foot inside Viper Manor yet. Kate glances over at me, seeming eager as ever, ready to tackle what's next. You're gonna hang around all night, or what, mate? No way, let's go! Oi, come here! Trying to ignore my aches and pains, I head over towards the kid. Good job back there, mate. She comes closer. I can see the reflection of the moon in her eyes as she gives me a warm, comforting smile. But come on, we can't just stand around all night. There's treasure waiting to be found! That's a good rogue. I'm still lost in her eyes. She starts to set off. Majel continues behind her without a hitch. I hurry to catch up behind the two. In a place like this, getting separated would be a bad idea. We continue to make our way through this natural labyrinth of wood and rock. Somewhere quietly waiting within this huge forest, a Viper Manor beckons us. Deep within lies the treasure we've come for. Lord Lynx, as he is formally known, is an aristocrat who governs the Regiona Outlands. From the way Kid talks, he's apparently an old adversary of hers. Tonight, Tonight, our goal is Lord Lynx's most prized possession, a scarlet jewel known as the Frozen Flame. Besides being priceless, some say this beautiful stone harbors some sort of mystical power. They say many people have sought after the flame, but none have been victorious in stealing it. Viper Manor has claimed many lives. But we will succeed! Thanks for the follow, Chuchupas! And hi there! We pride ourselves on making the impossible possible. That is perfect timing. Besides, the way Kid talks about Lynx sometimes, it sounds like she's got an awfully personal vendetta against him. We can't lose. We've come too far to lose. Oh, hey, Olive! Hey, this one should be perfect for you, actually. And so, after having spent countless hours crossing this dreary, lonesome forest, the silhouette of a towering mansion finally comes into view through the trees. We made it! Kid shouts. Your days are numbered, Lynx. We quickly make our move, quietly dashing out from behind the thicket. Once at the mansion wall, we creep stealthily along the perimeter, searching for an entry point. After a short while, we come up on a terrace near the garden, which looks relatively inviting. That's what you see on the channel, Olive. Happy this is the first one you're getting. Doesn't look like there's any guards or patrol. Still, the mansion gives off a strange sort of morbid feeling. It's as quiet as death. Magil gazes up at the towering fortress. We can enter into the West Wing from here. There's no need to look elsewhere. Okay, let's go. He says, jumping over the terrace handrail. Halt! Shouts Magil from behind, staring at Kid. Our goal is the Frozen Flame, not vengeance on Lord Lynx. Remember this, Kid. I ain't her prop, she says, glancing over her shoulder. Quah! Ain't gonna be nothing to it, like taking candy from a baby. We'll be out of here before that slimy rat knows what hit him. Yeah, you low-down good-for-nothing bastard, I'll make you pay. There she goes again. Come on, I'm getting tired of waiting around, she yells, before bolting into the mansion. Magil shakes his head in silence, as I chase after Kid, already deep inside. The darkness engulfs me. Passages extend to the left and right. Wherever we turn, darkness awaits. Oh. Left or right? I'm gonna default to left. As though we're inside a gigantic snake, the passageway twists and turns, stretching deeper and deeper into the mansion. We now stand in almost complete and utter darkness. Just a trace of moonlight manages to illuminate the path. I stop for a moment and realize it's now completely silent. I feel as though we're being watched silently by every single being in this dreadful house. And it went silent, Jesus. Taking a deep breath, I move on. And I set my foot down slyly. With the stealth of a cat, yet so valiantly composed, the kid follows behind in stride. Drifting in and out of the shadows, the macabre figure of Magil looks out from behind. The Weaver of Fate has surely by now taken notice of us, cradling us carefully in her arms. Just ahead of me, I bump into Kid, who's come to a complete stop. Something's wrong, mate. Stop my breath, trying to listen for anything. And out of the darkness. Clonk. Something's ahead of us on the path. Whatever it is, it's coming for us. I nervously unsheath my knife, trying to ignore my anxiety for this inevitable confrontation. Now only moments away. It's a skeleton! What'll we do? We look for a weak spot! The skeleton takes a step forward with its sword in hand. Just as Magil begins to move in on it and raises its arms overhead, staring at him with a strange look in its eyes. Magil suddenly stops dead in his tracks. Magil, snap out of it! I shout, but his eyes are totally glazed over, completely unaware of the situation. What am I going to do? Will distract him with an attack? Yeah, I know, right? I start to bowl towards the gruesome creature. There's a lot of reading in this, and the combat is still like timed. Avoiding a deadly slash by his rusty sword, I aim a kick for the skeleton's midsection, and with that, the skeleton breaks in two, toppling down to the ground as I carefully back away. As the skull hits the ground, it shatters into countless pieces. Hey, I mean, I need to practice my reading skills anyway. I might as well do a text adventure. What was up with you back there? Kit shouts at Magil, her eyes firmly planted on him. Snap out of it already! Magil blinks a few times, dazed. He seems to be alright now. You panics on skeletons? You okay, Matt? Yeah, I'm not bad. I've got some bruises here and there, but nothing too serious. You? Aw, are you kidding? I kicked that thing's arse so bad it didn't even have time to say its prayers. Yeah, we did pretty good back there, didn't we? He had a thing or two to learn, but you're getting there, mate. Its mischievous eyes sparkling as I glanced at her for a moment in the dim moonlight. I sat up down the corridor with her, ready for what's next. Wait a sec, what's that? I bent down and pick up a small leather sack. Looking inside, I find a small bottle filled with a clear liquid. Well, go on, mate. You found it, you drink it. I hesitantly gulp emotion. Oh, whoa! I feel great! It's making my wounds heal as fast as lightning. Want some, kid? Oh, sorry, it's all wrong. After a while, the path splits into three directions. The left is the descending staircase, while the path on the right extends into darkness. Another passageway lies ahead. Stairs? Ahead? Head down the right path, head back towards the terrace. I'm gonna say stairs. I'll just say, so everyone else, I have never played this one, so this is gonna be hilarious. As I start to slowly descend the stairs in the dim light, I stretch my hands out in front of me to try and feel for something. However, all I'm greeted it with is the moist feeling of those grimy stone walls. We've descended the staircase. To the left lies a huge stone archway, and to the right we can see a narrow path twisting into the darkness. Passageway or archway? Link's probably put the thing in the huge room through the archway, but let's try the passageway. Maybe we can ambush someone. The passageway makes a sharp turn to the right before stretching on through a subterranean maze. Before long, we're greeted with a beautifully ornate set of doors on the right. Strange. There's a distinct smell of flowers coming from here. Flowers? My one weakness! Come to a comfortably decorated room. Small trinkets have been placed on the desk and shelves, adding some charm. The owner of this room has obviously gone to great lengths to try and bring a somewhat graceful lifestyle into this otherwise dark mansion. Still, the room seems to carry an unsettling stillness with it. Bet it's Link's daughter's room, Kid says, surveying some of the items. The letter on the desk and the warm teacup hint of a woman living here. However, after searching the room, no one is found. All we find are various odds and ends, a beautifully arranged set of flowers, a white handkerchief carelessly tossed aside, a small bottle of perfume, and so on. Although this stuff adds atmosphere to the room, none of it really is worth anything to us. Oh, the detail work! Catch you later! Definitely will have fun. It's so cute, but the level of detail in this one. Kate also seems to feel this way, disregarding most of the stuff in here. She picks up a small box decorated with a serpentine coat of arms. However, like the rest of the items in here, it looks like it's of little worth to us. What should I do now? Oh, if we check the bed, we can find out if someone's here. The plush bed seems very soft and fluffy. Abandoning my caution, I walk over and examine it. Push my hands into the mattress. Wow, it's softer than it looks. Sure use a good night's rest right about now. Lifting up the edge of the sheet, I can't believe how light this bedding is and how the smell. Oh, wonderful. Suddenly, Kid jabs me in the side. Hey, what you doing? I fall into the bed, laughing a little. I mustn't further come and join me. What are you smiling about? No, Sergey, I can't believe you. Kid yells with a red face, storming out of the room. I didn't mean anything, bud. It was a misunderstanding. Hoping I can clear this out one up, I chase Kate out of the room, abandoning my search. From here, the passageway stretches to the right and left. Heading right will take us further into darkness, while turning left will take us back to the staircase. After a little while, the dark passageway ends at a polished, robust set of doors. Kate crinkles her nose in disgust. Something strange about this place. I don't feel right, mate. Probably just my imagination, though. Standing here in the cold darkness, Kate's hollow laugh does nothing but add to my fear. Well, we're here. We gotta go inside. And these are apparently Lynx's quarters. No one seems to be here, however. We're right on top of you now, Lynx. Say your prayers, you bastard. Looking around, it's a very dilapidated room. Furniture is thrown about in all directions, and almost nothing matches. Taking a look at the room as a whole, there's no sense of harmony whatsoever. It's very suggestive of a chaotic mind. Got something. There we go. Okay. Looks like we gotta search for this myth. I sift through a number of odd items adorning the room. There's a cluttered desk, a painting that's hanging unevenly on the far wall, and a picture on a side table, among other things. In one corner of the room stands a tall, curious object of some sort. A scarlet cloth has been placed over it, covering it up. As I slowly reach my hand out to uncover it, Magil suddenly says, "Please avoid reckless interference. Taking his advice, I return my hand to my side. However, the cloth suddenly starts to fall off on its own. I didn't touch it, I swear. What? Did I just leap? Did it just leap off all by itself? Kid asks, rolling her eyes. A large mirror has been uncovered. Fancifully decorated, it looks to be a high-priced Apparesque antique. I get a bad feeling about this. Then, all of a sudden... a reflection of the Venus statue opens its eyes, staring at us through the mirror. Ooh. Is there something you seek? Statue's reflection asks in a soft, womanly voice. Hey, what's up, man? Hello, Angel Flex in the house. The voice seems to be coming from the statue in front of me, but only the mirror's reflection seems to be moving. It can talk. It is a mirror of whispers, Magil says, examining it closely. What is it, though? It is a looking glass that harbors a living spirit. Your spirit is free to roam throughout nearby mirrors, able to see into our everyday lives. You are known to be quite wise. Is there anything you wish to ask? Wow, a million questions come to mind. Well, I get to ask one of two. We can ask about the kid, or we can ask about Magil. Well, we already know he's wise, so what in blazes are you asking about me for? Kid shouts with a right face. Very well, Statue's reflection says, ignoring Kid, who's slapping and pulling me. I focus on the mirror. Reflection of a statue begins to ripple a little. Gradually, the mirror fades into darkness. Before long, the jet-black surface of the mirror is filled with what looks like Regiona. One by one, shadows of trees, houses, and people materialize. The mirror focuses in on a young woman, surrounded by small children. The children are dirty and poorly dressed, but they're all smiling and playing happily nonetheless. Abruptly, the building therein bursts into flames. Armed troops are all around. Everyone screams for a way out, but against her will, the young woman is abducted. The children, however, meet a much darker fate. Time passes. After the fire has burned the burnt building to the ground. The mirror shifts focus to a small girl covered in soot, crying behind the charred remains of her home. She lets loose a blood-curdling scream into the open sky as her right eye narrows like a cat's. Stop! I look back to the mirror, but the image has already started to fade. Ooh. Squeezing her hand into a fist, Kid slumps downward. The room is silent. I'm sorry. Let's go. Wait. Wait for me, I shout as I chase after her. Ooh, drama. Heading back, we travel through the passageway, eager to shake this feeling of dread. After walking a ways, we come to a beautifully decorated set of doors on the left. This is Riddle's room. Oh, we've never actually opened the chest. Come to a comfortably decorated room. The searching room not one is found. A breeze coming in through a slightly open window refreshes me a little. Oh, that window wasn't open before. Someone was just in here. Let's come back another time. We don't want to get caught snooping around. For the time being, we leave Riddle's room. We have a passageway stretches to the right and left. To the staircase. Continuing on through the passage, eventually we come to a branch. We see an upward staircase on the left, as well as a stone archway directly ahead. Into the archway. Peeping in from the arched entranceway, Kid looks astonished. Wow, look at this! I heard about these things. They're called Atriums. A large fountain sits in the center of this beautiful room. Looking across the way, another archway similar to this one leads off into darkness. Whoa, cold! Kit exclaims, taking her hand out of the water. Coming to her side, I kneel down and peer into the pond. Leaning over a beautiful marble edge, I too feel the chilly water. From deep beneath the surface, a number of fish start to swim towards us. These buggers look expensive. I can't seem to see the bottom of the pond. I wonder how deep it is. The fish are a little restless, splashing here and there. Suddenly, Kid tugs at my arm, jerking my hand out of the water. Before I can ask why, one of the fish leaps out, snapping at me. I scramble to our feet and take a few steps back from the fountain. Who puts piranhas in a fountain? Gosh darn it! Many other fish soon follow, jumping out of the water, snapping at us. A few land outside of the pond. I kick one of them into the corner. Watching it violently squirm around, it appears to be a piranha. More and more of them emerge from the apparently bottomless depth. Having gotten a fresh scent of game, the piranhas start to splash around more viciously now, getting water everywhere. I wonder how many of these things could be in there. It looks like there are more and more of them emerging every second. Suddenly, a dark red liquid starts to erupt from the fountain. Kit leaps back at once. I'm shocked as well, staying dumbfounded at the erupting fountain. The gushing red liquid shoots higher and higher. The water level in the pond rapidly rises, taking on a disgusting red hue. Before long, the water level has started to overflow onto the floor. A bead of sweat rolls down my brow as I realize that the room is about to fill with water. We might be able to make it to a safe distance before the piranhas reach out. Quickly, what should we do? Fire exit. With the water now up to my calves, I find I can't move very fast at all. The diet water now sticky like blood splashes violently as I make for the opposite end of the room. Below me, I can feel the sharps above those tiny razor-sharp teeth digging into my legs. Losing in pain, I turn around. Wait, what do I do? Let's kick ass. Let's get these things. This ain't no joke, man. You're gonna get eaten alive here unless you do something quick. Damn it, it's homeless. Setting my sights on the fire, I start frantically splashing through the murky water. The water level now risen above my calves. I find I can't move very fast. From behind me, magical arrows of light dart into the water, disintegrating the lightning fast fish. However, it's still a ways to the exit. I want to get to the far exit, dagnabbit! Setting my sights on the far exit, I start frantically splashing through the murky water. With the water level now risen above my calves, I find I can't move very fast. I'm taking on a nasty smell too. An awful mixture of blood, fish, and salt water. And behind me, magical arrows of light dart into the water, disintegrating the lightning-fast fish. Does that actually make any progress at all? I don't think it actually made any progress. Come on, we are outnumbered. Splashing through the water, we turn back, heading for the passageway from where we came. However, a few of them managed to sink their teeth into me before I can get away. I kick off the last remaining few as I bolt out of this vile room. Well, stubbornness apparently didn't work. Phew, what a close call. Rat bastard. Whatever trick he's got up his sleeve, it won't stop us for long. We're coming for you, Lynx. While resting on a wall to tend to my wounds, I look up and notice something out of the ordinary. Hey, wasn't this here before? Carved into the wall, a large marble sculpture of an intimidating face stares down at us coldly. It looks as though it's been sculpted by a fine artisan. It's very detailed. Its features are beautifully etched and barely eroded. It's a mouth of truth, Magil says. A what? A mouth of truth. The legend is that if you're given to lying, a mouth of truth will know if you put your hands into this mouth. Oh, what? a hard idea, Kit says, rolling her eyes. Let's see you do it, I say. Kit looks up, worried, but seeing Nigel looking at her fills her resolve and tentatively puts her hands in the mouth. However, after a few seconds, nothing seems to be happening. Hey, what do you know? Guess I passed the test. It can't be all there is to it. I know. Kid, how many pounds do you weigh? 104. Kid suddenly takes on a worried look, but before she can move her hands, the marble set of teeth clamps down onto her wrists. Hey, you stupid face, what's going on? The white marble teeth gnaw from side to side, becoming stained with red. Damn it, let me go! Natural calmly offers an explanation from behind us, but saying something truthful to the best of one's ability and mouth of truth will never let go. Not hearing him at all, Kit kicks his stone face in a fit of anger. Let me go, you stupid face. I swear I'm gonna knock your teeth in.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Then, as swiftly as it closed, the mouth opens. I crouch down to Kit, who's kneeling on the floor, rubbing her wrist. Wow, I guess you weren't lying about knocking its teeth in. Yes, it's from a Sawa trigger to Siri. I have to admit, I'll kick your teeth in. It's definitely not a phrase I would assume would have would have triggered Siri. But then cocaine noodles triggers Google Assistant, so of course not, mate. I showed him good. Bloody stone face. That's anatomically impossible. You didn't put anything inside the mouth, did you, kid? Magil asks. What are you talking about? No. I walk over beside Magil and peer into the mouth. There behind its teeth is a large pink tongue. I think there's some sort of an indentation in it, but I can't be sure. It's really far back in there. Maybe he wants us to put something on its tongue. Maybe that's the real test. It begins taking out her things, or in her pockets, under her shoes, and out of her hair. She gathers all sorts of personal effects. She stretches the pile of trinkets held in her hands onto me, nodding innocently. Guess it's my turn to face the test. As long as Kid's safe, I'm happy, I suppose. Wondering what the mouth of truth could possibly want, I reach for one of her accessories. Okay, we can use the small silver mirror, file, centipede. Really? Lipstick, special raisins, fishing line, huge explosive, clever scroll. Oh man. Okay, while I'm snacking, what do we do? Because otherwise I'll opt for centipede. Centipede? A centipede? You were carrying around a centipede with you this entire time? Perhaps it's a pet? It's only a toy, silly. Oh, okay. But still, it's for scaring fools like you, and see, it works. Boy, the things I'm learning about Kit these days. Anyhow, I take a rubber centipede and place it into the mouth of Truth's mouth. Damn it, it's too slippery. I accidentally drop it down its throat. Third, why do you keep losing my stuff? I can still reach it, I think. It didn't go that far down, I say, putting my whole arm inside. Goosebumps run up my body as I realize this thing could bite off my entire arm right now. Hold on. Come on, sir, just a little more. Ah, got it. I hope this thing is important to you. Yeah, losing it would be a drag. Kid answers. I wipe the sweat off my brow, letting out a deep sigh. Well, that didn't seem to work either. What else do you have? We could be here all night at this rate. I mean, if this was my rogue, I would take the lipstick and apply it, but I don't think Serg knows how to do that. So explosions! I take a ball of gunpowder out of Kit's hand and place it within the huge stone mouth. However, nothing happens. Do it, Serg, quick! Kit says, putting some of the matches in my hand. I don't know about this. Do it! I don't know, really. Suddenly I hear the sound of a fuse burning. Kit's already lit the bomb. I quickly run for cover in the far corner. A boom! As the smoke clears, I start to see the hideous remains of the crackled mouth of truth. From beside me, I watch Kit dust herself off and walk over to the mutilated stone face with yet another bomb. Come on, kid. We don't need to completely demolish it. Aw, it ain't dangerous, mate. It's just a little fire. Kit glances over at my face. I'm practically begging her to stop. Alright already. You never want to have any fun, it says, kicking some dirt around. Well, what next? Fishing line? Take the thin silk thread into my hand and hang it down into the huge marbled mouth. That's a silk fishing line taken from a royal silkworm. Be careful with it. I can feel it hook onto something as the thread gives a bit of a tug. Looking in, it appears to be some sort of paper. Alright. We're onto something for sure. Kit says, trying to look inside. Oh no, I lost the thread down his throat. I sadly turned towards Kit, shrugging my shoulders with a red face. You idiots! I get an electric shock. She slaps me across the face. Terrified, I lunge back into the mouth, reaching in as far as I can. I feel the thread after a moment or two. I carefully pull it back out, relieved. The object it has latched onto is nowhere in sight, however.